Hi guys, so today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about bridal show collateral, and I just want to talk to you guys exclusively about boudoir bridal show collateral. I have shot weddings in the past, so I used to do bridal shows and I would combine like weddings and boudoir at the same time. But as you know, I am trying to transition to shooting mostly boudoir or only boudoir. So I've been doing some bridal shows with just only boudoir stuff in there. And the last two shows that I did, or the last few shows that I've done, I did a couple of different collaterals, and one of them I felt really successful. So I wanted to show you those things, and then the one that I did maybe a few weeks ago as well, the collateral for that. Just a few things of ideas of what you can do to kind of make your collateral successful, and then also make it easier for you as well. Last year I did a show, it was one of the bigger shows here in Sacramento, the Bridal Showcase, and you get about 3,000 brides in there. So I did this type of collateral right here. This is a 5x5 booklet, has 8 pages in it. I just did a very small condensed version of my boudoir guide that I send out to every client when they inquire with me. And my boudoir guide has been super helpful in my booking rate because of the fact that it includes a lot of things that my clients ask me about. Helps just kind of filter out getting excessive emails about the same questions over and over again. And then it gives them before and afters. It just makes them generally feel really confident about their shoot. So in this collateral, it was a bridal show, so I assumed there was going to be mostly brides trying to book me for bride boudoir. So I did the front page, a bride. I did it kind of a classy picture, so that way they can carry this around the show and not feel super shy about it. Because generally women that book me are women that normally wouldn't do this type of thing, so they are generally a little bit more conservative and more shy, and this is out of their comfort zone, so they don't want to like just put this out there that they're wanting or thinking about doing this. So inside the book, frequently asked questions. The number one page, I would say, put something about why they should shoot boudoir, and questions about posing and things like that, because women are very self-conscious about that, and they generally will not book a shoot because they are self-conscious. So just answering those questions about how you can flatter them is really important. And then what to wear, that's the number one question you get. What do I bring to the shoot? What should I wear? So it just gives them a good ideas of what they should pack in their bag for their boudoir shoot. Hair and makeup is essential, something that usually a lot of people ask. So this page mostly goes over tips and tricks if they were doing their own hair and makeup, or just kind of educating them regarding hair and makeup. Okay, there's a before and after section. This is really important. I think this is a must-have in your collateral, a before and after section, because a lot of women don't see themselves very sexy, so they kind of like to see the transformation, and they kind of like to be able to think about, oh yes, she can definitely make me look that way. It's just a visual thing, and a lot of people are visual like that, so it's good testimonial as well without having to say much. And then of course a pricing page, because I'm going to ask you about that. And then when I did shoot weddings, I did have a little area right here regarding weddings, just in case they wanted to book me for weddings, since I was at a bridal show after all. But if I were to do this again next year, I probably would take this page out, and then that way I could add something extra in there. And then my last page had a free little gift voucher from me if they booked at the show, or they can use this. So only the brides at the show that came to my booth got this, to be able to use this voucher towards their session, even if they didn't book at the show. So with this collateral, I actually booked 5 at the show, and then I booked several after the show during newsletters and things like that as well. So it was pretty successful. This past show that I just did, I did a little bit something more simple because it was a really smaller show. I knew I wasn't going to get as much traffic as the show that I did in January. So I printed these right here. Okay, and what I really like about this is the front basically kind of just lays all your cards out on the table, right? Just shows you that, you want to book brides, so then that was like my biggest picture, showing that that if they wanted to do bridal boudoir, but I gave a little variety of different styles as well if they were interested in this, right? Couples boudoir, black and white photos, a lot of laying down stuff, so just stuff that kind of reflects your style. And then on the back, I did the show special, so I did a $99 show special for this one, and then I did a little testimonial here on the bottom. I think what I would do is I would change this testimonial to be more of a before and after photo, because that's a lot more visual, and this is a lot of text for people to be reading. So generally you want to make the collateral really easy to understand, so that way, because they're only spending such a limited amount of time with you, you just want to make sure that they get it right away and not have to sit there and talk or read something, you know. So one of the things I want to mention about this collateral, which is really, really smart, I usually do a giveaway at the show just to kind of collect names, and then, because generally people are coming to your booth, and if they're submitting the giveaway, then you know that they're interested. So you want to collect their name and their email address, so that way you can email them later that night, just to see if you can perk more interest. And I usually create separate cards and stuff like that, and it was really time consuming for me. So what I did for this collateral was I actually embedded it into the collateral itself. So you can't see it, but there's a little perforation right here. So they just fill out this part right here, and they just rip the part off, and they take the flyer, and then they put this into your little giveaway jar. So it was kind of an all-in-one deal, and then they also walked away with collateral, so they wouldn't you know, just fill out the entry form and not walk away with anything, with no like information from you. So this was really good way of making sure they walked away with something, but also being able to put that all in one. And then on the other side, I just kind of put down like shoot date, time, and extra, just in case somebody booked at the show. So that way, if they filled out the front part with their name, phone number, email, and address and everything like that, and they did decide they wanted to book at the show, I could just fill out their shoot date, time, and extra things that they got for their session and stuff, and I could just take it home and then fill out their contract and send that to them that night. So I just made it super easy. So if I were to do this booklet again, I would probably implement this little perforation thing somewhere in there, maybe like on the back page or something like that, and just perforate it right here, which would make it super easy for me. So hopefully that gives you some good ideas for your own bridal show collateral. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to keep up more tips and tricks, and you know, give me any ideas that you have for videos as well. I will talk to you next time. Bye.